Linda Caraveras, and welcome to my kitchen. Today, chicken is the star of the show, and I am going to show you 5 different ways to use roasted chicken. And this idea comes from Madeline McNeely, who is the director of the Council on Aging in Attleboro. So thanks, Madeline. Hello, and hello to my friends at the Larson Senior Center. And if you have any ideas, please contact me through my website, lindas-kitchen.com, and maybe I'll use one of your ideas on the show also. So we've got a lot to do today, so let's get started. Let me put this aside. And we're going to start with what I call my quickie chicky soup. An important ingredient in soup making, chicken base. Yes. Stop using the bouillon and get on to base. And this you can find at your local market under a product name called Better Than Bouillon, or at BJ's. This is a brand I get over there, Miners. Superior to bouillon. First ingredient is chicken meat and natural chicken juices, and once you start using this, you will never go back to bouillon. Okay, let's get our soup started. Start with nice cold water. Put this over here. I add my base, and look at how nice and rich that is, that rich color, and it smells so good. So we're going to add some base. Okay. Some minced dried onion, which is always handy to have up in the cabinets. Dried parsley. And I like adding some poultry seasoning. I'm just going to sprinkle a bit of that in. Let me put the cover on this. I'm bringing this over to the stove. We're going to bring this up to a simmer. So this is our stock that we're starting with. We'll put this on high. Now, probably going to take about 15 minutes. In the meantime, we will start our second dish, the chicken and broccoli divane. And what I've done here is I have steamed some fresh cut broccoli. If you want, you can use a couple of packages of the frozen cut broccoli and cook according to package directions. So this is a terrific, easy meal for any work day of the week. I'm getting a 9 or 10 inch pie plate that I've already sprayed. And all you do is put the broccoli in. Okay. Some chicken on top, however, whatever you want to use. White, dark meat, doesn't matter. And as much as you want to use, this is a very versatile dish. Okay. Now I'm going to set this aside while I compose the topping for this. Cream of whatever soup with milk. I'm using cream of celery today, but you got what? Cream of broccoli, cream of mushroom. Okay, let's get that out of there. milk. How about a little bit of ground pepper? And we whisk these ingredients together. I pour this over the top. Creamy goodness. Let's get the rest of that out of there. You just spread this out a little bit. Now we're going to top this with our nice cheesy topping, and I composed that earlier of breadcrumbs, oil, and cheese. We put this right over the top. And there you have it, broccoli chicken Dijon. I'm going to pop this into my preheated oven for about 15 minutes, and we'll get started on our next chicken dish. So into the oven we go. All right, next up, barbecue chicken pizza. How does that sound? Good for the kids, good for movie night. Again, quick meal during the work week that you can pair with a salad. So let's get started on that. Now I like to mix a little bit of barbecue in with hot sauce for the chicken itself. So let me put on a glove for this one, and I'm going to put a little barbecue sauce in here, just a little bit. And here we go with the hot sauce. Oh yeah, okay. I like a little hot and spicy, not too much, so you decide. All right, so I'm going to mix my chicken up. This is one of my favorites, barbecue chicken pizza. Oh, I love this. Okay, remove this. Let me set that aside. Here we go. Barbecue sauce base, your favorite barbecue sauce. Okay, let's see how that looks. Right to the edge. I think I'd like a little bit more. Whoa! Oh, I love making pizza. If you haven't caught my pizza show, previous episode of Linda's Kitchen, go on to my website, lindas-kitchen.com, for any previous episodes, and all the recipes are online. Okay, now take my chicken. Let's put that on. Have the kids help you with this one. You can add as much as you want. And all these recipes are versatile. Clean up my hand. Should have kept the glove on for that one, right? Okay, over the top, I've got some Chipotle cheddar cheese that I shredded up. Oh yes. You can smell that smoky chipotle. All right. On top of this, how about some sliced black olives? We're not going to skimp on these. I love black olives. Spread them out a little bit. There you go. We'll finish this off with some scallions. Love scallions. How's that look? Pretty? Into the oven this goes for about 10 minutes. Let me check on my soup. Oh, it's up to a simmer. Let me bring this over here so you can get a better look, and let's start to finish the soup. This is at a nice simmer, so now we're going to add a 10-ounce package of frozen cut-up vegetables. Ooh, look at that. Rich broth. We'll bring this up to another simmer and finish the soup. And now might be a good time to also point out the differences between the bouillon and base. The bouillon always has salt as its first ingredient, so that's an important difference. I just wanted to make sure I made that point, so you'll be able to taste the difference when you start using base. Soup is at a simmer. Last step. Put in the chicken, and I like the chicken nice and chunky like this for a soup, so I keep it in bigger pieces. Couple handfuls of whatever noodle that you have on hand in the house. Stir this around. Bring it up to one last simmer, 4 or 5 minutes, then shut the heat off even if the noodles aren't done all the way, and just leave it for another 10 minutes. That will continue to cook the noodles. That way you don't risk overcooking them. I do that method all the time and it works perfectly. So I put the cover back on, 4 or 5 minutes at a simmer, shut it off. And our Devon is done, so let me plate that for you. Oh, yes, indeedy. Look, nice brown, cheesy top. Oh, beautiful. Let me rearrange my pizza. Let that go about another 5 minutes. Here's my nice white rice. And here's another time saver during the work week if you're making this dish. Just stop off at your local Asian restaurant and pick up a big box of white rice. Oh, and it's perfect, even reheated the second night. So there's a good tip for you, one that I use a lot. So here we go. We're gonna pull some of this up. Oh boy. Cheesy goodness right over the top of rice. A little bit of crustiness. Let me get a little bit more of that sauce. How do you like that? Does that look nice? And what I like about this dish, you have your starch, your veg, and your protein. Chicken and broccoli Devon. Oh, barbecue chicken pizza. Hot out of the oven. Here we go, people. Check this out. And you saw how easy that was to make. All right. As you can see, I've mise en place for my last two recipes, and I'm going to show you how to put together a beautiful curry, fruit, and nut chicken salad. All kinds of good stuff in this one. All right. So, I'm starting with halved red grapes. I've also used pretty much all white meat chicken. Chopped crisp apple that I've sprinkled with lemon juice to prevent discoloration. Diced celery. Give it some more crunch and to complement that apple. Fresh chopped parsley. You can also use dried if you'd like. Isn't that pretty? Look at all these colors. Oh, here's my favorite. Chopped toasted pecans. Okay, we'll mix this together. Isn't that pretty? Look at all those different colors and textures. Just get this combined pretty good with the dry ingredient. I never said I was neat all the time. All right. Now, earlier, I put together a curried dressing made with mayonnaise, curry powder, fresh lemon juice, and a bit of pepper. So we're going to add that now. Okay. Let me combine this. I can smell the curry. Now, if you haven't tried curry, it's a nice, the only way I can describe it, it's a nice earthy flavor, and it complements the chicken with the fruit and the nuts very, very well. So if you don't want to invest in an entire jar of it, then you can go to a health food store and you can buy it in little amounts. So I think that's what I would probably suggest doing. Up. Where are you? There we go. Okay. Now the first thing I'm going to do, well, let's put together a roll-up first. Show you that. Got a nice tomato roll-up here. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Okay, you fold in the sides like this. Up over the top. I pull it back, fold it in again into like a shape of an A, you see that? And let's wrap it tight. Cut it on the diagonal, I just think it gives it a more interesting look. And we're going to plate. Is that a pretty roll-up? If you just want to serve this like as a salad, let's take this, put this aside. I have some beautiful red leaf lettuce. use this spoon. And I would just mound it like this. Oh. Oh, grapes and pecans and chopped apple, and does that look pretty? I reserved a few grapes, an apple, and some pecans for garnish. So why don't we do that? Your guests will be impressed with this. When you garnish, it also tells people what's in the dish. So this gives them a little preview with the pecans, apple, and grapes on what to expect. Okay, let me put this aside. Now we can do our barbecue chicken sliders. Let's start first with the chicken, shredded chicken. I'm adding some apple cider vinegar. And I'm going to add about a half cup of barbecue sauce. That's about a half cup. Let me mix this together. I'm going to place this in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes to heat it all the way through. All right, this just came out of the microwave, very hot. And this dish, oh my goodness, these sliders, I love sliders to begin with, great for parties, movie night, the kids. These are just terrific. And these little slider buns, I love these. I get these at my local grocery store. I think it's Martin's that makes the actual slider buns. They're a potato roll. But if you can't find these, any kind of a dinner roll in the stored bakery department will work, and you just slice them in half. But I love these little buns right here if you can find them. Also, I also put together coleslaw earlier, and I will have a recipe for coleslaw on my website, but any kind of coleslaw you want to use will work. Okay? So, you ready for this? Nice and easy. A little bit messy, but that's okay. That's the way these are supposed to be. Oh yeah. So far so good. I'm pretty neat so far, am I not? All right, now the coleslaw. Oh yes, yes. Oh, these are one of my favorites. Oh, I love these. Yeah. I can tell you're going to like making these. All righty. Oh! That's part of the fun of these, though. You can get in there. There you have it. Barbecue chicken sliders. Okay, I hope I've given you a lot of ideas today on how to use chicken, so get to work and let me put everything together. Look at all these beautiful dishes. I am going to need some help eating this. As you can see, I plattered my pizza that came out of the oven earlier. Also, here is the finished chicken veggie soup. Look at the nice chunky chicken there with all those veggies and the noodles. Oh, nice hearty, healthy soup. I'm Linda Carabaris. For more recipes and to view previous episodes of Linda's Kitchen, log on to lindas-kitchen.com. And thank you so much for joining me this week, and I'll see you the next time.